It's no secret right now that Americans are struggling with credit card debt. If you're a veteran, you may be considering a cash-out refinance. This video today is going to help you if you are thinking about doing a cash-out refinance in selecting the right lender to work with. So currently, American credit card debt is over $1.1 trillion, and delinquencies on that debt have reached a 10-year high. If you're struggling with credit card debt, you might be considering a cash-out refinance, so you'd be able to consolidate that debt and lower your overall monthly payments. Veterans are often the target for unscrupulous lenders who are looking to take advantage of their situation and to victimize them with high rates and high terms for a mortgage loan. As you can see, credit card debt is currently at an all-time high, and it's been climbing steeply since the pandemic. Delinquencies on that credit debt have also started to climb since the pandemic, but luckily they're nowhere near as high as during the great financial collapse. Here are a few tips for you to consider if you're thinking about working with a lender for a cash-out refinance as a veteran. You should avoid lenders who send you something through the mail. Oftentimes, those letters can be very deceiving. They may look like they're actually coming from the VA. The VA doesn't send you any letters pertaining to a VA loan. If there is a lender that's putting anything regarding HUD or the VA, then that's a lender you're going to want to stay away from. Another common trick is to send a letter that looks kind of like a check, that you're getting some kind of refund due or some money that's coming to you. Those are always going to be a lender who's trying to deceive you. And last, if you get a letter that has an interest rate on it, that's something that you want to be avoiding as well. Interest rates change every day, so if a letter was sent to you weeks or months prior, then the interest rate that's on that letter is not going to be accurate. For each of these warnings when it comes to letters, you have to be mindful that if a lender is willing to send you these types of things through the mail to deceive you, you can only expect that they'll do the same type of tactic if you decide to work with them. You want to watch out for any lenders that are giving you mortgage quotes with an exorbitant amount of discount points. This is very common with VA loans, especially for someone who's struggling with a lot of debt. These lenders are looking to take advantage of you and make as much money off you as possible. So if you're getting a quote that has several discount points on it, that's going to be an indication that you're going to want to shop around. Keep in mind that if you're paying off a lot of debt through your VA loan, there's a very good chance that your credit score is going to be improving drastically. If that's the case, you're going to be able to do the VA IRRRL, which is the interest rate reduction refinance loan, which would then mean you're not going to recoup the cost that you're spending for those discount points. And last, make sure you shop around, especially if you're getting a quote with several points on it. There's a very good chance that lender is looking for you to make an immediate decision. Take a step back, don't fall victim of pressure tactics, and make sure you shop around with at least a couple other different lenders. Keep in mind, if a lender is using high pressure sales tactics with you, they're looking for you to make a quick decision and not shop around. That's often so that they're able to get by and charge you a large amount of fees and prey on the fact that you're drowning in debt. If they're using high pressure tactics or scare tactics with you, or if they're just randomly calling you, they've bought your information somewhere, they know from the credit bureaus that you have a lot of debt, and they're calling to solicit you and prey victim on you. Here's a couple bonus tips for you too. Beware of credit trigger leads. And what are those? Well, the credit bureau sells your information when you get your credit pulled. That information can be purchased by someone who can call you and say, hey, I know that you recently got your credit pulled. We can give you a better loan. We can do things cheaper. And these lenders will call you up to 100 times a day. No joke. I have seen this many times in my career, and these lenders are very pushy. They don't leave a message. They just call over and over. So be very, very leery of working with one of these folks or taking their call. Oftentimes, these folks calling on credit triggers will send you texts, make it look like they're working with the lender that you had already spoken to. So keep in mind, you should only be working with one loan officer through the process. If you're getting these random calls from a person that you don't recognize, you want to make sure that you call your loan officer first and verify if they are someone that works with them. I'm a little biased, but I do recommend shopping with a mortgage broker. A mortgage broker is someone who's able to shop around to different lenders to find you the best terms for your loan. If you go with one of the big box lenders or retail banks, they only have their own products. And when you think about inflation these days, having a big office with a lot of employees means that the fees and the rates are going to be much higher. A mortgage broker tends to be someone who's independent and in your local area. And last, I recommend that you ask to see the terms of the loan that you're going to be getting on a video call with the loan officer that you're talking to. whether it's a Skype or FaceTime or Zoom or whatever you like to do. Let them show you their screen and make sure that there is no funny business going on whatsoever. And that way you can build trust with the person that you're working with. I hope you got value out of this video today. Please give me a like and subscribe to follow along for more content like this. And leave a comment below and let me know if this is something that's happened to you before or if you've fallen victim to an unscrupulous VA lender. Thanks for watching.